Hi everyone. Owning a house is a dream of every Indian investor. Unfortunately, lack of investment in real estate sector and slowing economy have been the big obstacles that are preventing the sector from really taking off. The Indian real estate sector needs a big push, and that one push that everybody is talking about these days is about affordable housing. This topic was also touched upon in the budget last week. To give us more insights into this, we have co-editor of Smart Money Secret, Sarvajeet Bodas, with us to tell us more about this space and the stocks that could benefit from the big push. Sarvajeet, thanks so much for joining in. So, Sarvajeet, as I said, a lot of discussion have been around the affordable housing. So, can you share your views about this space to our viewers?
Sure, Rini. Affordable housing is a topic that covered last week in the budget. So basically, housing is one of the basic needs of every individual. And over the last decade, rapid economic development and urbanization has led to a sharp increase in land and property prices across the country. This has worsened the housing condition of economically weaker section of the society. So in 2012, it has been identified that the housing shortage is around 60 million units for both rural and urban areas. So considering this, in 2015, the government launched Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme, that is housing for all. And under this scheme, government planned to build around 60 million houses for both rural and urban poor by FY22. And over the last few years, central government has been pushing affordable housing in a big way.
So in the budget also government is pushing, as you said, affordable housing. So what are the key things that the government has been doing so far?
Really, government has been consistent when it comes to affordable housing. In the earlier budgets also, government has taken consistent steps to focus on affordable housing. For example, in the earlier budgets, they have given infrastructure status to the affordable housing segment. Similarly, they have redefined the carpet area and income definitions also. And in this budget, government has increased tax exemption for interest to up to rupees 3.5 lakhs for the loan taken, and this was 2 lakhs earlier. And now cumulatively, first time home buyer will benefit around 7 lakh rupees. How? So this 3.5 lakhs on interest deduction, then principal of up to 1.5 lakhs is exempt under the tax ATC, and plus there is another subsidy of 2.3 lakhs under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So this comes to 7 lakh rupees. So similarly, government has also addressed the liquidity issue in the budget, and the most importantly, availability of land is the main challenge for this sector. So what government has done is, in the budget, government has suggested use of land parcels owned by the central ministry as well as the public sector undertakings, enterprises. So government will use these land parcels for public infrastructure and affordable housing, and this will surely narrow down the demand supply gap.
While all this sounds good, when it comes to execution and implementation, is the government walking the talk?
Sure, Rini, this is a good question. And ultimately, implementation and execution matters. So when it comes to the government, government has set a 60 million target, building 60 million homes target in in 2015, and that time it looked like an impossible target. But government has walked the talk, and over the last few years, government has built around 15 million rural homes, and in the next 3 years going forward, they will build around 20 million homes. And pace of execution has also picked up. So number of days of completion have reduced drastically. This was around 314 days in FY16. This has reduced to around 114 days in FY18. So there has been a good progress on this front.
That sounds exciting. And will this help revive real estate sector? I mean, after all the troubles it has faced in various forms like NBFC crisis and various regulatory issues, what's your take on this?
So really, affordable housing is one of the most straightforward growth stories that you can clearly see, and government financial and policy support and regulatory push this will further accelerate the demand for the affordable housing. So in in fact, in FY19, there has been an interesting fact that majority of launches and demand came from this affordable housing space. So definitely, affordable housing will definitely help the real estate sector to come out of the slum, and not only real estate but other this entire thing is has a multi-layer effect on other industries as well, such as housing finance companies, then cement industry, then plywood and furniture industry, consumer durable industry, and so on. So I believe there will be an acceleration in economic activity due to affordable housing.
So, Sarvajit, real estate is one tricky sector when it comes to valuations. So, how should one look at it in from investing perspective?
Rini, in the last few years, there has been a considerable development in the real estate sector. So, in the last few years, we have seen demonetization, then GST, and then RERA also. And in the last year, there was a liquidity issue due to NBFC crisis.
Yeah.
So there has been a tremendous pressure in the real estate industry. But what happened is this is, I can say, blessing in disguise. Because of this, the supply side of the equation, so that looks considerably good now. Because over the last few years, number of developers have reduced considerably, and only now the strong developers are remaining. So this creates a good opportunity to look at real estate companies. And also on the demand side, so affordability has also improved. This is because the land prices and the housing prices over the last few years have remained same or marginally declined. So, and compared to that, the salaries of individual that has increased. So this has improved the affordability. So this will also help to revive the demand in the real estate. And when it comes to real estate companies, so one need to look at companies with strong balance sheet, management, and the strong execution capabilities. And yes, valuation is also important because that will provide you the downside protection. So in Smart Money Secrets, I'm looking at one such company which has a strong balance sheet, excellent management, and execution capabilities. And I feel the stock will benefit from this affordable housing story.
All right. Thanks, Sarvajit, for your valuable insights. Guys, that's Sarvajit. We will be back again soon with more updates and insights in our next episode. So stay tuned. Thank you.